process and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with caution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talking about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh no. Hey, Pete, let it ride out. They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh, don't make me have to lose it. No, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with caution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Martin, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, Martin. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go. 319. 319. Over. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Stays on his feet. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on second down. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, got three. White 20! White 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Martin. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Beasley with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out come the Patriots. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
On second down, Darnold. And he fends him off. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. John Simon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Hot.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Airing one deep for Curse. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will he?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They give to Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now Brady. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Darnold. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Hernandez. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Brady now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Alabama, 380. Like 20. Shadow.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Ready? Go! Sugar!
From the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And off comes to Martin. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. To throw is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hernandez. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll run it here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Brady to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter with Martin. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No, 66. Sugar.
Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Brady to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, it's right. Right. Wait, 20.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Hernandez. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Brady nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Again, it's Martin.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Darnold from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right.
On 1st down, Brady. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Hernandez. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Let it roll, Step. Ready for the hot now.
First throw now for the backup McCown. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Martin. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A beautiful fake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Go! Go! 31!
Now a handoff looking right. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's go,
New
let's
England
go.
on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
LG, a little closer to me.
And they'll run it here. Oh, bowls right over him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point try for Gronkowski. Gronkowski, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey. 4 down. Check.
They run it again with Martin. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive was very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.